Chase is pleased to present the 2010 Atrium Medical Center Foundation Community Hero Award to the Bidwell family for their collective and extensive service in the Middletown region.
I can't think of people who have done more for their family, for the community, for their faith than the Bidwell family. I look at Art Bidwell as almost the Horatio Alger of our community. Here's a guy that grew up in New York and came to Ohio and started this company, this family, and they've just been tremendously successful by any measure of life.
Arthur Bidwell served on the hospital board of directors for 25 years. Continuing his father's leadership, Joseph Bidwell served on the hospital board for 12 years, 6 of which he was chairman. And in 1999, Arthur and Ann Bidwell invested in creating the Ann and Arthur Bidwell Surgery Center at MRH.
He participated, I believe, around 25 years, maybe a little bit longer than that, and really was very involved in a lot of different decision-making processes that allowed the hospital to be the way it is today.
Art provided solid, forward thinking. As I said, his integrity would shine through. He was not a man that was shy to express his opinions, and his opinions were well thought out and expressed very well, and did provide a lot of guidance during those very heady times that we experienced.
In addition to the hospital, the Bidwells support institutions that make up the heart of our community, including Catholic education.
The Bidwell family has been connected with the Catholic education community. They've been a part of the community for, I'd say, spanning 5 decades.
Well, when I first came here just about 16 years ago, Martin, Art and Ann's son, was head of our school board. And he called me, he wanted a meeting because our school was going to go bankrupt within 4 years. And Martin really put a lot of effort in that. We got the school on a sound financial footing. His brother Joe, I believe, continued that work as chairman of the board, and our school is flourishing.
And over the years, there's been significant support from the Bidwell family. I would say it's time, talent, and treasure, all of it. Time they've served on boards and committees and fundraisers and as advisors. Talent, of course, their great ideas, even in coaching, and their treasure, of course, speaks to their financial support of our school.
They're very enthusiastic. It's not like you're putting a burden on them. It's almost like, tell me how we can help you. And that's a great thing to have in a parish.
And I remember them as being very solid family people. And I think that one of their legacies is that they've passed on those family values to their children and their grandchildren.
Art and Ann's children and grandchildren continue the family legacy by volunteering for many local institutions that make up the heart of our community. Their daughter, Kathleen Gramke, served on the hospital's Personnel Pension Committee and the boards of the American Red Cross and the Middletown Community Foundation.
They make time to volunteer for kids' programs, coaching, scouting, those kinds of things.
They've given back so much, and I think Art and Ann were of the character where they felt that they've been blessed in life, and as a result, it was their responsibility to give something back, and they have.
So he never took any time off. He traveled 4 or 5 days a week, and when he was back in town, he was working for Fenwick, he was working for the hospital board, he was working for the bank boards. My mom was on the choir. She participated with Fine Arts in Middletown. So they felt very strongly that to participate or live in a community, you have to give back.
I think they set a good example for people in a position to help out.
Well, I think the Bidwell family's had a wonderful impact on our community. They're community-minded, very service-oriented, willing to volunteer in a lot of public agencies, also with the church, the school, and a number of organizations. You can count on them. They do a wonderful job, and as a family, they're one of the stronger influences here in town, and we do appreciate it.